Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion. Please enter the Gungeon. You know, if at first or second or third or fourth or fifth you don't succeed, you dust yourself off and try again. Pick an easy character and try. So now we know, high stress. I mean... No, I'm not ready for a rainbow run. I wanted to make sure it was not a rainbow run. We know that a high stress is an issue, you know? If you get hit, you go down to 1 HP, or 1 hit, I should say. And then from that point onwards, explosive fire. You have to kill time or complete the room, maybe, in order to make that not happen. So now, it might seem like the last episode was a negative, and I mean, to die in the way we died, the last Daisuke run, I should say. To die in the way we died was very frustrating, especially in the moment. I'm not gonna fib. However, it also gave us a valuable piece of information. In many ways, completing a challenge in a roguelite is a big dash of luck, but also just getting every relevant piece of information. The faster we can glean all relevant pieces of information. Oh no, missed like, oh my god, how did I miss so many times? The faster we can glean all of the relevant pieces of information, the faster we're going to be able to get to a satisfactory conclusion with Daisuke. You might be saying, NL, if you're not having fun, if you're frustrated, why keep playing Daisuke runs? We want to see you have fun. Wrong! That's wrong! That sounds like I'm being antagonistic. I don't mean it that way. You don't want to see me have fun. You're putting the horse before the cart. You want to have fun watching the video. And I don't want to record myself having fun. I want to record stuff that other people find fun to watch. And if it's fun to watch me suffer... Sorry, I was shaking my wrist there to try to get the camera to do like a little tremor thing. It's called physical humor, sweetheart. It's an antiquated vaudevillian vestigial joke that doesn't work without a camera. Anyway, if we can make that happen via suffering, I'm a happy man. You know, it's not my intention to open every video and, you know, it's all sunshine and rainbows and we're all gonna have a smile on our face the whole time. If me not having a smile on my face makes for entertainment that puts a smile on your face, then there's a smile on my face. I know, it sounds confusing, but it's the truth, you know? I'm here to make content that people find enjoyable. Most enjoyable thing for me is when people enjoy the content. So let's keep that in mind. Let's keep that in perspective as we make inroads here. So far, so good, but the first floor has never really been a problem for us. A secret room, although tempting and fairly obviously located south of the shop, is not always going to be worth a blank. Especially when our HP is going to be so unbelievably important. Please don't make ghosts when you die, because you are already ghosts. Okay, no problem. Thermal clips. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. And then reload. Yeah, okay. See, the first few times we played Daisuke runs... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We weren't doing anything like that. We were just, you know, trying to dodge bullets. And I actually think that strategy can work. However, obviously, based on our history here, feels like we probably need a little bit more. And, you know, the other thing is, at the end of the day, like, it's been a really impressive year for feats of gaming excellence, okay? We beat A20 in Slay the Spire. We won a cultural victory on Civilization on default difficulty. We won 20-something games of Tetris 99, which is crazy to me. We ascended to elite levels in Super Smash Brothers. And we've done some incredible stuff in Gungeon, specifically. I do not shy away. Oh! Not to mention, we also beat Sekiro. We didn't beat every boss. We did not beat every boss. That is a fair assessment. However, you know, screw you. So I do not shy away from a feat of gaming excellence. I know that I'm capable of getting it done. I want to prove that by winning a Daisuke run. Globulin Rancher is really bad. However, it's not that bad, maybe, against the boss, because we are very rarely going to miss here. However, wow, that was horrible. When we miss, it's going to be really, really bad. Not that it matters anymore. This is a gun force situation, by the way, which is really good for us because the gunslinger gun forces, you know, it gives us synergies. I mean, on our last run, it was really, really easy. We were doing fantastically until things, you know, all fell apart on the Dragon. I'm hoping that high stress is not built in by default for the Dragon fight. I'm guessing it is, because there was another bespoke modifier that seemed to have been invented exclusively for the Dragon fight. This one is just, it's an embarrassing mistake, honestly, because there's definitely, I mean, we're demonstrating. We didn't even really have to risk the flawless at all. If we had not been hit earlier, we would have used a blank on that attack, and it would have been all hunky-dory, but you know what? Life goes on. We gun force the shell. I don't know what the synergies are outside of the fact that it usually has bullets, like the dual wielding synergy, I should say. I'm gonna say that the oubliette is not for us this time. And I think that it's a sensible decision. Okay, bazooka, and then this will be a passive or an active. You know, I don't think it's a terrible active. I don't think it's great. Would that have changed my decision? To be honest, it might have. But I think the oubliette is, if you're, and this is exclusive only to my opinions on Daisuke runs. If you are already strong, I think going to the oubliette lets you, you know, lean on the leverage of your existing advantage to make it a little bit stronger. If you are not strong, I think going to the oubliette, historically on Daisuke runs has, you know, not necessarily been the, it hasn't been the safest floor to spend time on. But there is, you know, where there's risk in Gungeon, there's almost always reward. There's definitely reward on the oubliette. Globulin Rancher, don't blink. Okay, so with Globulin Rancher, it's very simple. Don't use a gun that has an incredible amount of spread. Beautiful. Sometimes you gotta play to the rooms. Globulin Rancher. I mean, it's one of the great things about... go ahead. It's one of the great things about the Gunslinger, not just the built-in synergies. The fact that the default pistol is good enough to use if you don't have any other options. You really don't feel bad about this one at all. Oh, hello. Okay, dude, I lined that shot up. Globulin Rancher. I lined that shot up with more, like, care and consideration than I've done anything in my real life in, like, 6 years. I took my sweet time. Also, I loved saying line my shot up, because it makes me think of, shut up! Shut up when I'm talking to you! Shut up! But I'm trying to think of how to make it work with Daisuke, and it's like, I'm about to dice! It doesn't really work. Pot shots and Globulin Rancher, you know, cut from the same cloth as far as I'm concerned. We don't want to use a gun with high spread. That sucked really bad. Oh. All I really want to say, and it sucks, because, like, we should have pretty easily been able to secure the flawless on our last run. We didn't. Or on our last floor, I should say. It's of critical importance. Ring of Triggers. Hold on. I used to think this was Macho Brace. Summons bullets on active item use. When using an active item, rapidly fires the currently held weapon in a counterclockwise ring. Does not consume ammo. Does not require the gun to have any ammo remaining. So first off, an apology. We've had this show up in Rainbow runs over and over, and I thought it was Macho Brace, which gives you a benefit for rolling. Like a DPS benefit for rolling. Obviously, that's not the case. Now, is it good? Well, it came out of a golden chest, so I'm assuming it's got, you know, a decent amount of value. I'm also thinking that specifically for boss fights, like being able to have the bazooka, as long as it doesn't explode in our face, which, you know, common problem on the internet. But as long as it doesn't explode in our face, should be a nice DPS improvement, especially because Knife Shield, which is what we use to trigger the ring of triggers to begin with, has a pretty small cooldown, I think. It seems to have like a, it's gated by damage. It seems to have a relatively low damage cap in order to get to that point. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm a happy camper. Unfriendly fire, high stress. So I'm done. Do not use your shell gun here. Just that's the shotguns get a little bit of a nerf as far as I'm concerned here, just because of the potential danger. Rat's Revenge, unfriendly fire. I'm actually a little bit scared of using Knife Shield. I'm so bad. I'm a little scared of using Knife Shield just because the unfriendly fire modifier, but I think I gotta, you know, give it a try. I don't know. I don't know if that worked out. But we do have knives. The bazooka also shoots a big fist. This one is feeling mighty cursed. I do think, to a modest extent, we kind of had some pretty bad well, Bullet King was kind of accepted from this. It's not Bullet King's fault that I got hit. I got hit in a way that you could have been hit without any modifiers at all. But this was definitely a harder version of the fight than I expected. But a good gun, like a great gun, could take us out of this. And honestly, I know we had this gun last time, but you know, cover your eyes again. Consider this your photosensitivity warning. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna shoot it. It is not the most pleasant gun to look at when you shoot it, but it's such an unbelievably great room clearer with all synergies enabled that I feel like this was actually pretty much exactly what we needed. It sucks to not get the HP along with it, but the thing is, if high stress is built in to the Dragon fight, and this might sound crazy, but I'm trying to spin you a positive and not a negative. If high stress is a guarantee on the Dragon fight, it really doesn't matter how much HP we have if we make it to the Dragon. Now, making it to the Dragon will be harder with less HP. But to be on the actual fight itself, it won't be easier, but it'll have no difficulty change. Had to check. We will, I'm trying to think. This will be this will be a gun. I will still take it. It has no synergies. It has no synergies. Okay, what a waste. Hold on. Last ditch effort here. Plague Pistol and Makarov. I think I'd rather save our money. ING Direct. Remember them? Bank with ING Direct and save your money. You don't remember? It's all just a spectacle to you, isn't it? Gun-Q, Cursed Ceramics. Okay. Okay. He's done it. Genius moves. Bodied. We're free. Okay, camera. Yes, camera. Don't blink and gun Q. Most of these rooms, we won't need to worry about gun Q, because one camera clip pretty much take care of anything, as you just saw right there. Gun Q and explosive pyre. Oh, we actually managed to... Oh, I'm so dumb. There was no reason for us to have been hit. I just forgot explosive pyre existed. Okay, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. What do we got? Gorgon's Gaze, Dark Was the Night. This is also the rat room. Not that it matters. So, I feel like I just demonstrated something that I was very curious to check out. It seems like Knife Shield Camera is unbelievably great. Ah. Now, I'm not sure about the camera on a room with Globulin Rancher. Seems a little touchy. Ah, so close. But Knife Shield Camera seems to be extremely great. I will not use it to clear this room, though. Just because I think it's so valuable on a future room. Okay, we're in real focus hours right now. Especially because we're so far behind schedule. Like, just in terms of where our HP should be at, we're screwed right now. I'm not gonna shy away from the situation. We're in real tight. But as long as you got a chip and a chair, you got a chance, right? That's fair. I didn't really pay attention to Gorgon's Gaze there. As long as you've got a chip and a chair, there's a chance. Where there's a will, there's a freaking whalebone. Dark Was the Night, Unfriendly Fire. Camera Unfriendly Fire is one of those situations it seems like the juice is worth the squeeze. Always struck me as strange. I mean, the juice isn't worth the squeeze is a great idiom. I use it all the time. It's to describe something as like, yeah, that thing's got juice in it, but it's not worth the amount of effort to get to it. But what's interesting is you never hear the juice is worth the squeeze. Which is kind of funny considering the vast majority of fruits probably do reach that point. I mean, oranges, have to say for certain the juice is worth the squeeze. It's probably the most popular fruit juice in North America, I'm assuming. Lemons, absolutely. Grapefruits, apparently so. Apples, oh. And you know how hard it is to squeeze an apple? I mean, an orange is relatively soft. An apple is like, it's made out of like edible wood. That's not an insult to apples. I do enjoy apples. Particularly the Fuji variant. That'd be a good game. Apple variety, I think is the real word that is used. Or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school of martial arts discipline. Gracie. That's a tough one. That's I believe, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu discipline. Pink Lady. You know, you can make assumptions about that, but that says more about you than it does about me, I think. Let's try shell games quickly. Oh, okay, we're still cool with RPG. Let's give it a try here. Poison Pursuit, Explosive Pyre, Guns Revenge, or Gull's Revenge. It's not that bad, because I really feel like pretty much every single one of these just boils down to move. As long as you move, you know, Gull's Revenge, you do have to pay attention to where it's going. Poison Pursuit, what was the other one here? Explosive Pyre. Relevant, actually, for the minions in particular. Sherry, Gary, and Larry. We're doing totally fine so far. I saw the goal there. I made my decision. It brought us fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. And I thank you all. So, I'm just gonna level with you. I really thought I could just roll that one out. We're, as of right now, looking pretty screwed. The good news is, with the gunslinger, we really only need one amazing gun, or a gun that gets amazing with the right synergies to pop off. But this is really, really, really bad. This is really bad. Now, plunger, dude. I think it actually gets extremely good. The problem is that it also works pretty badly with some of the modifiers, but final attack is not one of them. So I gotta see how this works. I'm gonna maybe try it next room, but... Okay, we'll try it here. Ah! So that's amazing, but also really dangerous. So that was Ring of Triggers working with the plunger, which also had every synergy active, I think, or many synergies active. Now keep in mind, we're not at the end of the floor. Just because we fought the boss, that don't mean we're at the end of the floor. We got a ways to go, you know? Gorgon's Gaze thermal clips. Not flawlessing any of the first 3 bosses is definitely cause for alarm. I would like to reiterate, this ain't your granddad's Gungeon run. This is Daisuke, so it's not like we completely dropped the ball. Definitely like Old King, we should have been able to handle pretty easily, but the other 2 I think were relatively reasonable. I also think we are a little bit underpowered. I think we're kind of lacking that, you know, the 10 out of 10 gun or synergy that we would really want to take us to the next level. But you know what? There's plenty of time to sort that out. How did I not get the armor when I jumped in there? I dove in with reckless abandon. Okay, I mean, we need both keys. That's for certain. I don't really feel compelled to give this guy my HP for money. I don't really think money is our pressing concern right now. Surely if we have a surplus by the end, could be worse. You know, there's definitely worse ways to spend a resource. But for now, kind of, believe it or not, I'm like comfortable. I'm not cocky. That's madness. But I am comfortable with where we're at. Please be a passive, like an HP upgrade. Oh, dude, Monster Blood. I literally, especially given Poison Pursuit's existence, I could not ask for a more advantageous item than this right now, I think. Out of a blue chest, at least. Globulin Rancher, don't blink. So I don't know the soup. I don't know the soup is what I was gonna say. No, I don't know the synergies for this. All I know is the sound it makes when it takes a man's life. I don't know if it's gonna become our #1 room clearer. Actually might function more appropriately as a boss killer. But I think we're free. Let me go. Let me go. Okay, it's the 4th floor. We've made it this far. So let's I still feel weird about the fact we don't have really a great room clearer. Gull's Revenge, Unfriendly Fire. I actually think I'm gonna try using like RPG. I feel like RPG, I have a tendency to overrate it because it's a gun that shoots rockets. I feel like most of the time, this actually ends up being pretty bad for us. And it is definitely like, I don't know, this late in the game, I'm not concerned about losing it as a boss killer. Gun Q, Shockwave, Blobulin Rancher. You're very lucky that Blobulin Rancher existed. Otherwise, I would press the spacebar and send you all into the Shadow Realm in a matter of seconds. Okay, thank you for the HP. I really appreciate it. Long live the king. Final attack. Don't blink. Check it out. Now that we're immune to poison, all of a sudden, this whole setup here seems substantially less catastrophic. I was not being facetious, dude. Like, Monster Blood could end up being a very, very critical element for us here. Now, we definitely should not... Yeah, like, you gotta die to some other reason here. Because the impact of the fluid is not good enough. But don't blink. Explosive Pyre, pot shots. Whatever, dude. Shoot the pots. See if I care. What are you gonna do? Hit me? We are definitely, like... Enemies that don't get poisoned are ruining this for the rest of the class right now. Oh, no, that's a real bad one. Can't be getting hit by damned enemies here. Please, I'm begging you. For guns just a little bit more capable of killing enemies. Okay. Blobulin, Potshots, Rat's Revenge. These enemies die to poison. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I stood on the fire to get it. Who had the last laugh there? Unfriendly fire, long live the king, goes to the shell. Get him. Get him. Oh, look at that. The aggression. Running him down. See, this is what annoys me about the shell-a-gun. I'm like, dude, I've emptied like... Oh, because we haven't killed the king yet. Okay. Not a fair assessment of the item. Got him. This guy should be soon to follow. Or not. Well, so it's not the gun's fault. But if it were, surely you could understand why I'm upset. Now this is... I mean, I'm not being facetious in the least. I think this floor is a real linchpin for us. We're gonna determine a lot about whether or not we even have a chance to make it from this point onwards. Thermal Clips, long live the king, final attack. AKA, stand in the center, press the space bar. Body, body. You gotta love it. When it works, baby, it works pretty well. When it doesn't work, oh, I don't know about that one. But, dude, how amazing, at this point, to have made it this far on a run that's, you know, probably like C tier. Not to be rude to it or anything like that. To have made it this far feels good. Blobulin Rancher, long live the king. Okay. Blobulin Rancher means that, unfortunately, you can't use any gun with spread, which is every gun we own. It's a weird one, brother, because I can't kill anybody until the king dies. Alright, this is an issue. Let's not worry about what happens if we win at this point. Dude, honestly, why not? You know, I would rather take my chances here than take my chances on another room. High stress is literally meaningless. Okay, well, that happened very fast. We're gonna try again. I honestly think we got a little bit of the short end of the stick as far as luck goes there. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. 2828, brother. You know what that means for our next run. I apologize, but I'll see you next time. See ya.